Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Y No Healing in Battle Wedlock Challenge. It's been over 3,000 years since I have recorded. Actually, just a month. But yes, this is the first video being recorded after my trip. I am home. It's been almost a month since I've recorded the last episode, which would have been the one before this, obviously. And holy crap, it's been a long time since I've recorded. But yes, if you guys are wondering, I really enjoyed my trip. I'll actually be going back next month, which is really cool. It went really well. I had a really good time there, and I had a lot of fun. I didn't record any videos there like I said I was going to. We just, you know, enjoyed our time together and didn't really have time for that too much. But yeah, I don't even know where to begin. Like, I'll talk about the trip in the video and stuff, but I just wanted to say thank you guys for your patience with the series. I have posted the final fight against Lysander, and the episode after that's going up tomorrow, as of the time of recording this, and that's basically all I had pre-recorded. The reason it didn't go up while I was gone is I just didn't have time to edit all 3 episodes, especially with what happens in the episode before this one, which you guys haven't seen yet. I just couldn't go through all of that right before I was about to leave, 2 days before. I just wanted to enjoy my trip. I didn't want to deal with editing there. I wanted to have fun, and I hope you guys can understand that. So with that being, and if you're watching this in the future, it doesn't really matter at this point, but with that being said, I'm back. This is it, and this is going to be a jam-packed episode. We will be taking on the Rival Bridge this episode, which, as you guys know, is one of the most dangerous gauntlets of fights in any Pokemon game ever. In a Wedlock, that is, and especially in one that you can't heal in. Anyways, as you guys see on the layout from last episode, we do have 3 new Pokemon on the team. Orkin joined at the beginning, if you missed, and then we lost LaFleur, our longtime member, our Vileplume, and Barramundai's partner. We had him since Grant, and I carried on and did one of the dumbest things I think I've ever done in any challenge ever, and we lost Ogakor, the Tyrantrum, who was a pretty new member. And it just sucks, because I was really distracted with the trip, and I was just like, listen, I can't do any more of this. Well, I want to enjoy my trip and come back with a full mindset, and hopefully be able to storm the rest of this game before I go on my next trip, which I will be starting the next Wedlock sometime after then. I'll stop rambling, but yeah, just in case you guys wanted to know, I will have finished this series before I move on to my next series and my next trip. Anyways, with that being said, I have done training. I did it the other day. I didn't do this before I left, so that these guys sat here for a while. But I did train up the 2 new members on the layout, as you can see. Haidafung, the Murkrow, and Galoo, the Gulpin. And I didn't record it because it took a really, really, really long time. It was miserable, because Haidafung can't learn anything for Horde battles, so I had to do it singular Pokemon. It was just really, really slow. Galoo has the lowest experience growth rate, being fluctuating. It was just a mess. I did it in a whole bunch of different places. I really can't remember. A lot of it was like towards the end at level 40, I did Durant Hordes with Bulldoze on Galoo with the experience share, and I did Haidafung with something. What was it? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. I know most people don't care. I just like to tell you guys where I train when I don't record. I can't remember. It was Night Slash on, like, Floatzel and Lombre, I think. Here. Yeah, it might have been here in Kuraway Town. That's probably it. It was something like that, but it was really, really slow, basically. Anyways, this is the look at the team, fully trained up to level 55. We have Galoo, the Swalot, and Haidafung, the Honchkrow, as you guys can see there. We'll go over the whole team. Barramundai did learn a new move at level 55, being Cross Chop. I taught it because of critical hits landing more easily, and it's not that inaccurate. I thought it was 70% inaccurate. It's actually 80, so 80 is kind of doable. It's like a fighting type Stone Edge, kind of. And Shadow Claw doesn't serve much of a purpose with Night Slash regardless. And Haidafung here has Night Slash, Shadow Ball, Fly, and Hidden Power Ground, which is really good for these 2 being weak to Electric. So Hidden Power Ground is actually really nice with that 134 special attack. That should come in handy. And I gave Haidafung the Scope Lens versus the Citrus Berry, mainly because with Super Luck, the Scope Lens, and Night Slash will crit 100% of the time. Every time we use Night Slash, it will be a critical hit, which is really, really strong. and I'm really looking forward to taking advantage of that. And unfortunately, we don't get anything like Air Cutter, which would have been nice for Horde battles, because Air Cutter would also be a 100% crit rate. So anything with critical hits land more easily will be 100% with the Scope Lens, because of Super Luck, which is really cool. Zapatera is the same, and still the Oven. Here's Galoo with Toxic, Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, and Protect. You can get some interesting moves. I opted for the Citrus Berry over the Black Sludge, just because of how LaFleur went down. I don't want that to happen again, even though with Toxic and Protect it'd be pretty good. I'll think about it, but for now, we're going to have a Citrus Berry on. Drake and Orkin both are the same, as far as I'm aware, yeah. So, that's looking pretty good. That's the team. And this episode is going to be interesting, because this is Rival Bridge, as I said. We're going to lead with Hate of Fun, one of the new 2 members. And we're going to be using Drake and Orkin for the bridge, as far as I'm concerned. None of them share a weakness on the bridge, which is really good. So hopefully they'll be able to get through without losing, well, without any deaths, which would be really nice. I know it's really unlikely, because we don't get healed in between towards the Tierno fight, which isn't ideal. But hopefully it doesn't become much of a problem. Hopefully we can do this. I know this Hex Maniac has a Pumpkaboo. That's why I led with Hate of Fun. But anyway, we get to see the Night Slash crit, which is kind of cool. Hex Maniac Josette. I thought it was going to be Hex Maniac Jessica. References have resumed, because I am back in my home. What? Pumpkaboo's level 50? That's kind of high. I mean, we're level 55, and we just critted. So I know it's going to be a crit, because we're overpowered. Hate of Fun with Scope Lens and Super Luck is going to be really, really fun. And there are 2 Pumpkaboo, which is nice. Hopefully they don't have Destiny Bond. Oh, it's a super size and a super small. That's cool. Yeah, okay. I was afraid it would, like, outspeed for some reason, but this one should be slower than the first one. And as you can see, another critical hit there. I tested it. It's 100%, which is really sweet. So that's that girl done with. As for my trip, I had a really fun time. As for you that haven't been paying attention, I went to Canada to visit my girlfriend, which was really fun. We did a whole bunch of different things. We went to festivals, and we saw the Emoji Movie. Oh, this is my encounter, by the way. Oh, dang it. I wanted to surf for Stunfisk. It doesn't matter. This doesn't count anyways. I got distracted, so I forgot to get my encounter here. But Quagsire does not count because of previous game clause, so luckily we don't have to deal with that. I don't want to lead with Hate of Fun for this, because I want a Stunfisk. I've looked at the encounters. I've always really wanted to use a Stunfisk. The other thing I'd want here is Whiscash or Barbosh, but realistically, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Orkin can lead for this. Yeah, Whiscash can be found in other games. Stunfisk is pretty difficult to get. You can only really get it in black and white, too. Can you get it in black and white, too? I don't think you can, actually. You might be able to. Regardless, it's one of those niche situation Pokemon, and I would really like to get one. But we ended up getting a Sliggoo, as I was just going to say. Unfortunately, I'm never going to get to use a Stunfisk like I've always wanted to use. And Sliggoo's kind of boring, because in my original Y Wedlock, I actually used a Sliggoo, which, what time is it? I don't know. It's 4:30 in the morning right now, but, I don't know what time the clock on this is. Probably wrong, so I'm not going to throw a Dusk Ball, even though it kind of looks like it's dusk. Hopefully we can just get it right away, because I really don't want it. I would run away from this in my personal time, because I've used one before. But we got Sliggoo right away, so it didn't cause me too much problems. So, with that being said, as you guys know, my naming theme for this playthrough is Survivor Tribe names. So I'm going to go ahead and check my list for a suitable name for this Sliggoo. The Soft Tissue Pokemon, its 4 horns, are a high-performance radar system. Uses them to sense sounds and smells, rather than using ears or a nose. And I will be right back. Alright guys, I wanted to go ahead and pull a Survivor Tribe name from a season that we haven't had one from yet. And that is going to be from Season 5, Thailand. And it's actually the word meaning, it's supposed to mean happy heart. And Goodra is one of those Pokemon that just looks really happy and is fun and loving. And it probably has a really happy heart. And that Survivor Tribe name, and the name that we're going to be giving this Sliggoo, is going to be Sukjai. We have Sukjai, the Sliggoo, which is pretty neat. It's an interesting name, but I like the meaning behind it. It's pretty fitting for a Sliggoo. So, before we go ahead and continue on, because checking this Sliggoo isn't going to be very important with what we have going on today, we'll go ahead and do that right now. Alright, in the mail's box, we have a Sap Sipper Timid. It's actually really good. It's decent. They use special attacks. So yeah, that's actually really good. Sap Sipper is really nice. I like that. Good dragon type. I mean, if we needed a dragon type, it's there, even though I really, really don't want to use it. It's really good Pokemon. They have insane special defense. It's insane. If you get one at this point and you need a member after the bridge, it's definitely really good. I used one in my original Y Wedlock named Rom, and went all the way to the end of the game at the Elite Four. It was added late, but it was paired up with my Florages, and those two with their special defense were basically impenetrable to any special type moves, which is really cool. So they're just really good Pokemon all around, and I highly recommend using it if you haven't. But for me, I'm not really about that, because I've used one before, so I mean, I used it late, but using it late again doesn't really change that. Like, a Gumi earlier on might have been a little bit different, but I really wanted a Stunfisk. It's unfortunate, but, you know, you gotta roll with what you get. So, anyways, next up, there's a trainer, a double battle up here that's actually really deadly. Yeah, these two. I know they have a Miltank and a Tauros, and obviously those two Pokemon can be really devastating. So, I want to think what's my best bet here. Probably Galoo and Zapatera, I would think. So I'm going to go ahead and lead with those two. They should be fine to take them out. I'm not really concerned. I'm kind of concerned. I'm concerned for the Miltank, because they have rollout, and they can be pretty deadly. But I'm 99% positive that Ivory and Auric here have a Tauros and a Miltank. That's what I thought. So, hopefully this fight goes well. This is like the only regular trainer that I'm concerned about on this route. I know there's a couple of trainers that are kind of difficult, but I'm not concerned about these guys. Well, I'm not concerned about anybody else like I am these two. So the first thing that I want to do here is poison the Miltank. Yeah, I'm thinking that's my best bet. Does Overheat hit everybody? No, I didn't think so. Oh, they both have Protect. That's really good. I'm going to Protect. If they both go for Galoo, that could be really, really bad. I did go for Galoo. I mean, that's okay, because I can stop that Thrash. If they both went for Galoo, Galoo's probably going to die here. Unless the Miltank went for Rollout. That would be the shortest-lived Pokemon I have ever used. But luckily, we managed to poison the Miltank. The Citrus Berry on Galoo is gone, which is, you know, problematic. But I can Protect. No, I can't do that. Zapatera doesn't have very much HP. Galoo is more of a tank. So what we need... Why did I teach Sludge Bomb instead of Venoshock? I don't know what I'm doing. Sludge Bomb on... Wait. Tauros is thrashing Galoo. That doesn't change its target. So I guess I can Protect because they both won't target Zapatera. And then I can Thunderbolt? I'm not concerned about the Miltank as much as Tauros because it's using Wake Up Slap. It's not really a threat. Thrash is very much a threat, though. It can change its target? What? I had no idea that that was a thing. What? I just thought it would snap right out. Alright, it's confused now. Heal Bell. Oh. Okay, I'm actually really panicking right now. Oh, not like this. If it crits with Thrash, we can be in trouble. I'm gonna target Tauros completely. Yeah. Actually, if it crit Galoo, it would probably live. I'm trying to think. If it crits Zapatera, Zapatera's dead. If it crit Galoo, Galoo could probably take it. But it could use Body Slam too. I'm just gonna go for both. Okay, let's both target Tauros here. That way, if Tauros is taken out, then it'll just auto-target over to Miltank. Unfortunately, Zapatera, please hurt yourself. I need this. It's over. Wow. Wow! Not my Rotom! Come on! Not like this! Zapatera's so cool! I should have Protect, but I was afraid that they'd both target Galoo. I don't really know what could have gone differently there. I could have Protect, but if they both went for Galoo, Galoo would be dead. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Now a male does need to come in. Zapatera is one of the coolest Pokemon I've ever gotten to use, and it's just done like that. That's so demotivating. The end of this playthrough is getting nasty. Oh my god. I don't know what else I could have led with. I just felt like these two were the best because I was going to poison. But Barramundi, no. Barramundi wouldn't have been best. I don't know. This is just a weird fight. This is a really difficult battle. I can't believe that ended like that. Right away, back into the game, my first battle, and I have to train again. I don't know how I can manage to keep consistent uploads when stuff like this happens constantly. I shouldn't have led with those two. Right away, right back. I just finally get some time to record, and I have to train again. I love the no healing challenge. I think it was really fun, and it's towards the beginning of the game to the midway of the game. We were perfectly solid with barely any deaths, but once it gets to the end, they're gonna stockpile quick. It's a really hard challenge, and towards the end, it snowballs like mad. We had a lot of luck towards the beginning, but towards the end, we are not getting so lucky. If it would have hurt itself, Zapatera would still be here. That's literally what it comes down to. Zapatera was so cool, and that was my encounter for Wolfric. And now I have nothing in this PC that will be able to handle Wolfric, other than, like, Explode Flamethrower? Like, I don't even know. Rotu is a Poliwrath, but it's got a calm nature, and fighting is going to be physical, and you need special moves for that. Uh-oh, we could be in trouble. Wow, I don't know. I'll think about it after this, but we do need to say goodbye to, what, death number 14 now? Of our Pokemon Y No Healing in Battle Wedlock Challenge. Time to say goodbye to one of the most unique Pokemon you'll probably ever see in a Wedlock on YouTube, ever. And that's the form-changing Zapatera. The Rotom. Ooh, it's already shaking for me. Well, my encounter for the Lost Hotel is going to be a Rotom! I actually got one! Yes! Oh my god, that's the most... Oh my god! I'm so hyped right now! I swear I had no clue! The first trash can and it's a Rotom. I'm done. Yes! Our encounter for the Lost Hotel, it was worth waiting for! It's a Rotom! I would have went for broke with overheat on that Tauros, but I thought I needed the special attack later for that Miltank because they're really tanky. I don't know. It's just a really rough situation to be put in, and it's time to say goodbye to Zapatera. I can't have a Kroma video without the dog snoring in the background. I'm sorry for that, but so frustrating. And we're back down to basically what? Just Drake and Barramundi are the only two that's been around a while, and Drake's not even been here that long. It's just Barramundi and these new Pokemon joining. But we need to add a new Pokemon for Galoo, and I need to really think about this. So obviously we'd Psychic and Ground. Something that would cover Psychic and Ground would be nice, but and fighting would be resisted. Merlonio and Galoo would work really well together, but I don't know if Exploud can learn Flamethrower. If Exploud can learn Flamethrower, it's actually pretty decent of an idea. Ice resists ice, so it would be resisted. Kucha here, I don't know about that. I know everybody wants to see me use Yaksa, but I just can't with this situation. I mean, it would be immune to ground, but I need something for Wolfric. If I don't have something for Wolfric, my entire team could get wiped. Like, we could wipe to him, which would be really crazy. And at that point in the game, I wouldn't train up 6 new Pokemon. It's a tough decision. Obviously, Inilidom and Chibogamogo are out of the question. Poliwrath is one, but we would have 3 water types. Give me a bit to think about this, and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Okay, guys. I decided on the partner for Galoo, the Swalot. And realistically, there's only one Pokemon in this box. Not counting Villain, obviously. Let's just move that over here. I can't use that. There's only one Pokemon in this PC box right here that is suitable for Galoo with what's coming up. Yaksa would be great if I wasn't having to fight Wolfric. Yaksa would be neutrally affected by Ice-type moves, meaning Yaksa just not a good idea with Wolfric coming up. If I had somebody right here that could do it, Yaksa would be cool, but I just don't. Kasama and Rotu are both really good because, you know, Rotu can evolve into Poliwrath. Not ideal because of the calm nature, but I could, and that'd be a fighting type for Ice-type gym, which is good. And Kasama can learn some crazy moves. I'm not too sure exactly what it can get. But both are water types, and we've got 2 water types, and having half a team of water doesn't sound really ideal. Especially seeing as how one of my other Pokemon is weak to electric, meaning that would be 4 Pokemon weak to electric. It's just not ideal. Obviously, Inilidom and Chibogamogo, no good. Ice-type gym coming up. Lamina, it's just Vinaga's a Delibird. Fong is, well, I mean, it'd be okay, but I don't like it. I've used a Kangaskhan before. Kucha's just, I don't really like using Kangaskhan much, and I've never really used an Exploud. Melonio can get some really cool moves. It can get Brick Break for fighting coverage. It can get Boom Burst, which is insane special attack stab. And it can learn Flamethrower. So with that, the new addition to the team will finally be this little Whismur named Merlonio, who was one of the first Pokemon added to the PC. Just like Galoo. So, they're early comers, but they came very late into the game. But just maybe Merlonio could save our entire team's fate. So, with that being said, I have to do training again. I just did training a couple of days ago, and the first battle, we're doing some more training. So, it's unfortunate. I really don't care to train. Like, it's not that bad. But it's just a nuisance. Like, I've done so much of it, and I kind of want to record an episode. It's been a while, but before I can record the episode, I do have to train up Merlonio, the Whismur. These guys are all 55. I don't want them to change, so I'm not going to record this. I'm just going to do it in my spare time. Probably right now. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Lucky Egg on, and we're going to go ahead and hit up some low-level areas. And after it evolves into Loudred, I'll probably do Bulldoze and Horde battles like I've been doing. So we can teach some moves too. Boom Burst. I want to go teach Boom Burst. It can learn Flamethrower as a Whismur? What? That's ridiculous. It can learn Flamethrower as a Whismur. That's crazy. Learn Shadow Ball. I wonder what its hidden power is. That could be really useful. Its special attack and attack is pretty decent. It's a mixed attacker. Can't learn Brick Break or anything like that, though, or Bulldoze yet, so... I'm gonna go ahead and check its hidden power really quick, because we're on here. And I kind of want you guys to get to know Merlonio a tiny bit, since I'm not gonna actually be training on screen. You guys are just gonna be like, oh, here's a new fully trained Pokemon. Back to the episode. And I don't like doing that, but... And I don't mind editing the training videos. I think it's really fun, actually, to do the training montages. They get me really motivated, but I just don't want to sit here like that. It makes me really tired to record in that setup. I like to, put my feet up, watch some YouTube videos, and train. I don't really want to sit here all bundled up in cords to record one Pokemon being trained. It's going to take me several hours, probably. But we'll get it done. Let's go ahead and hear. What hidden power do you have? It could be really important. Yeah. What does Merlonio have? Fighting? Ghost. That's pretty bad. Yeah, anyways. I'm going to go ahead and train this little guy up. I'm not going to show you the evolutions. When I come back, you're going to completely miss Loudred. I mean, I just don't want to record it. You guys got to understand that. I've done so much training. I'm going to go ahead and train up Merlonio, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright, everybody. Training, it was alright. It was actually pretty quick, because unlike Haidafeng, I'm so out of it. Unlike Haidafeng, Merlonio, our fully trained up Exploud, as you guys can see here, can take on horde battles very well. So it was actually it was decent. Like, the beginning stages were slow. But as we got, I got a bit of a setback, because as I wanted to train, I like to train against the Zangoose and Seviper hordes on the earlier levels, and it was raining there. If you guys didn't know, when it's raining, you can't use Sweet Scent to activate horde battles. So I had to wait a day, and I just did it the next day. Wasn't so bad, but once we got to an Exploud, you can teach Boom Burst at the Mover Learner, and Boom Burst hits hordes, and that 140 stab special, it was done. So, we destroyed the hordes. I did, the Swiper and stuff. I did, the Audino and Venipede to level 30, and then I did the Swiper and Zangoose to 40, and then I did Arbok, Gligar, and Weeping Bell on the route we just went to with the Rival Bridge to level 55. And that was really quick. They give 4.3k experience per horde of Arbok and Weeping Bell, which is really cool. And Gligar give less, but they give defense EVs, which could be helpful. So as you guys saw there, the moveset, this Exploud is going to be really good. Merlonio is going to be really, really good if she survives, because... look at the stats, for one thing. The mixed attack is really good. 170 attack, which would be good for Crunch and Brick Break. And we have Flamethrower, and Boom Burst is, insane. 140 stab. It's better than Return by quite a bit. That's just ridiculous. So I'm really excited to get to use Merlonio here, which we will get to a little bit this episode, since there are plenty of trainers we haven't fought, since we only fought one trainer on this route, but that's okay. I mean, I kind of expected if anybody on this route was going to kill somebody, it was going to be those two. Sadly, it had to be Zapatera. Zapatera was easily one of the coolest Pokemon I've gotten to use in a really long time. It reminds me a lot of Pokemon that I used in Platinum. People that have watched all my series probably know the one that I'm talking about. It wasn't a Rotom, obviously, because of previous game clause, but there was a Pokemon that I talked about a lot, being something that I really like to use from that series. I'm not going to spoil it on here, but its name was Crypt, so I guess I can say its name, because the Pokemon would be spoilers, but the name isn't, because you guys don't know it. You know what I mean. There was a roller coaster naming theme, so, I mean, you can't really tell. It's whatever. People that have seen that series know. And if you haven't seen Platinum, you should totally go watch it. It is probably the best series on the channel. Next to this one's been pretty good. I still think Platinum's better, but commentary-wise it wasn't, because it was my second series, but gameplay-wise, this is the way the Wedlocke went. I think it's one of my favorites, if not my favorite on the channel, which is really cool. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and fight this girl. She feels pretty embarrassed in a swimsuit, but she likes to swim in the murky water to stay. What? That's weird. Oh, she's embarrassed to wear a swimsuit, so she hides in the murky water. And her name's Coral, so she fits, because Coral Reef. I don't think there's coral reefs and swamps. Probably not. Here's Merlonio's first battle, which would be pretty cool. We're gonna absolutely destroy the Stunfisk. Watch this. You see this? The Boom Burst? Super, super cool and powerful. What? I thought we would... Oh, what? Revenge? I mean, it's not gonna kill me, but that's kind of sketchy. I expected Boom Burst to kill it in one hit, honestly. Like, Boom Burst is really, really overpowered. And I've never actually gotten to use a Pokemon that can learn Boom Burst. I mean, I've used Noivern, but I never really used it on Noivern. But on Exploud, it's really good because of Stab, as I've said several times. Just a really good Pokemon. I like Exploud. I've never really used one too often, and I definitely never used one in a Wedlocke, so I think it's pretty sweet that we're getting to use a little Hoenn duo here. And Galoo didn't get to know Zapatera for too long, so it's not the end of the world for Galoo, even though it was pretty unfortunate for us, but... yeah, we get to use some really unique Pokemon this playthrough. I'm actually really liking the team right now. We have very strange Pokemon. We have half of our teams from Hoenn, which is kind of cool. And funnily enough, in my first series, which was on Omega Ruby, we didn't use any of these Pokemon. And they're kind of common Pokemon in the Hoenn region, so... I don't know, especially Merlonio. We did catch a Whismur, we just never used it. Kind of like Merlonio, but Merlonio joined the team, so that's cool. And Hadafung's really neat. Orkin is sweet. I always wanted to use a Gourgeist, and obviously Barramundi is still here. The one Pokemon that everybody thought would die really quickly managed to make it all the way to Barbaracle as from a Binacle, and is still here to this day, and there's nothing that I want more in this playthrough than to see Barramundi make it to the end of the game. That would mean absolutely everything to me. It'd be really nice. I'm gonna let Merlonio and Galoo stay up front. I don't know what this trainer has, but the one had a Stunfisk, and that was a swimmer. Tauros and Miltank, I don't know. Heracross could be kind of a problem. I don't know. I just don't remember these trainers. Clementine is on a Alomola, so... Clementine's not much of a threat. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, Thunderbolt on here. We can get Ice Beam for Galoo, which is pretty cool once we can learn Ice Beam, that is, but... I'm just gonna Boom Burst. I mean, I don't know how their special defense and their defenses are for Alomola, but Boom Burst is probably my best bet for damage. Always, unless something's super effective. Yeah, that damage is ridiculous. Boom Burst doesn't have that much PP, though, which is kind of a problem. I'll use PP ups on it if Merlonio happens to make it to the Elite Four. But as of right now, it's really not worth it. We can just go back to the Pokemon Center and heal. If it becomes, like, a situation where we're going to need it for a fight, I'll probably use a Lepa Berry or something. Or maybe our Ethers. Realistically, we shouldn't run into a problem with that at all. I do want to heal, though, because I'm going to let Merlonio lead for a little while, since it's our newest member. I remember on the episode that I asked, oh, one thing that I want to point out while I remember this. As soon as I ended the recording clip, when I was getting ready to train Merlonio, I talked to the TM girl in Anastar City, and she gave me the TM90 for Substitute. And I think she said that was all the TMs she can give me. So we have gotten everything from her, which Substitute's pretty nice to grab. I don't know if it'd be something we end up using, but it's there nonetheless, which is pretty neat. But in the episode where the question of the day was asking me what Pokemon in the well, I was asking you guys, what Pokemon in the PC do you think is going to be the hero of this Wedlocke, or be somebody that we use in the future that you would like to see? And almost everybody, well, not almost everybody, most people said Galoo, which was really cool that Galoo is now on the team. And a lot of people said Merlonio as well, if I recall. And it's cool that Merlonio and Galoo actually ended up on a pair together. And I just thought that was something to point out. It's been a while since I've asked that question. What? Have you ever heard of parkour? I actually have. I've been going to the weird side of YouTube lately. And if you... oh, I'm old. That's fine. But I've been going to the weird side of YouTube, where there's some freaky videos. I saw this channel called Travel Thirsty. Please don't look it up if you don't like gross cuisines from other countries. Like, I'll just throw that out there right now. It's kind of nasty. But they said these cool cotton candy videos, like with cotton candy art, which I thought was really interesting. I had never heard of cotton candy art before, and I just thought that was really cool. And it has something to do with parkour. I'm getting into it. But I was also watching like parkour videos where people run through rooftops and like escape the cops and stuff, which was pretty cool. So yeah, I've definitely heard of parkour. It's something I've always really liked. I always liked the like concept of it, like free running and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm out of shape. I could never do it myself, but when I was younger, we used to, me and my friends used to run through, our little hometown and just run around and jump on the dam and stuff and different things like that. We used to be kind of reckless. Like, if we fell, we could have gotten seriously hurt, but we were reckless little kids, you know, so it's kind of like parkour, even though we weren't, like, insanely good at it. Please hit. Oh my god. This is not good, clearly. I know it's encoring me, that's fine. As long as we can hit, we should be okay, because it only takes one more hit to take it out, yeah. But if we kept getting unlucky, we could have had a problem there, because I would have had to switch to Merlonio, which is kind of weak right now, and it could have gotten pretty nasty. But luckily, Ombre here wasn't a problem, Hombre, you know? I'm sorry if Hombre is like a racial slur, I actually have no idea. But it kind of sounds like one, but Ombre kind of rhymes with it. I don't know what it means, so if it did, I apologize. It might mean, like, buddy. It sounds like a word for buddy. I don't know. I don't have cherry berries? We still have never gotten cherry berries. That's actually something that I've noticed, but I use a full heal. I'll leave Merlonio and Galoo up front for a little bit, since Drake and Orkin are going to be the stars for... I'm not getting that. I don't care. It's not a TM. I know Sludge Bomb's up ahead because of a comment on the recent episode saying it's on the route with Rival Bridge, so I know that TM is Sludge Bomb, but what is this? Is this a PP up? It is a PP up! We're on our game, boys! Look at that! We called the PP up. Anyways, this is a really bad segue. I have absolutely no relation to what I just said, I swear. But I was talking about my trip, I think, before Zapatera had died. What is this? A Yachi berry. That's like the ice-type berry. That's actually really good right before Wolfric. I mean, not anybody's weak to ice on the team, right? Nobody? Well, hate it fun. I mean, whatever. This guy protects nature in order to protect Pokemon. What about people, you ask? Never mind that. Let's battle. So he doesn't care about protecting the people. He just wants to protect the Pokemon. Shinobu has a Zangoose and a Seviper, which you might be like, well, how do you know he has a Seviper? Common sense. Common sense 101. Zangoose. Zangoose gonna get broke down with a nice brick break, you know what I'm saying? X is, what is this? Shenanigans. Zangoose. I don't want none of that. Get it now, because I used brick break. Goodbye, Zangoose. Anyways, my trip went really well, and I haven't really talked about it, obviously, because of Zapatera and getting back into videos. I don't really know what to say. Like, oh, I've been schooled. Sure, why not? I'll stay. I mean, I'm kind of worried for, like, Icicle Crash or something. Brick Break probably does more than Boom Burst. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they're kind of defensive, right? No, they're not. Goodbye, Beartic. But, yeah, I had a really, really good time. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't really want to say where she's from. She is not comfortable with that. And, you know, talking about certain things could disclose the location. I mean, other than Canada, of course. But, I don't know. I had a really fun time. It was just nice to take a little break. I do miss making videos, but I don't technically want to be home. I kind of want to go back, like, right now. But I'm going back soon. And this series will be done before I go back. So in case anybody's worried about the series being stopped again, it'll be finished before I go back, which is something you guys can look forward to at least. We are almost at the end of the game, and we are almost out of Moo Moo Milk, which we just ran out of Moo Moo Milks. Oh no. I know the next trainer, there's one up ahead, that's a Fairy Tail girl, so I'm gonna put Galoo up front. You know? But, anyways. Where was I? I think the Fairy Tail girl's like right here. Oh, is that an item? That's an item. That's an antidote on the floor. I can't hide it no more. I don't know where that was coming from. I've gotten maybe weirder since I've been on Fairy Tail girl. Fight me. Oh, this is the last trainer. My heart actually skipped a beat because I was like, wait, we're going to fight the rival bridge. This is it? Mr. Mime? Not good. Not good. But it's level 49, so I think I'm just going to go for it. No, I'm not. I would go for it, but Merlonio probably doesn't serve as much of a purpose in this fight, seeing as when the Mr. Mime has been taken out, it'll be done. It also might have soundproof as its ability. What's its item? It doesn't not have one, and it's just taking my citrus berry. Yeah, that's what it's doing. Well, that sucks. It might have soundproof, which is very possible, so I'm gonna go for Crunch. This is scary. Okay, that's not doing as much as I thought it would. That's fine. The Citrus Berry's kind of a problem. If I didn't take it out in one hit, which is what happened. So, it's done in one more hit. Unless it crits me with Psychic, we should be fine, because then Galoo can finish the fight. But if it crits me with Psychic, that's going to be really unfortunate. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, goodbye, Mr. Mime. Now, unless there's, like, Klefki. Klefki could be problematic, because Galoo only has Shadow Ball to hit that with, which is kind of sketchy. Azumarill. That's fine. Yeah. I'm actually worried what our third Pokemon's going to be, because if it's Klefki, we could be in some bad shape. Like, I would probably hit it over and over again with Shadow Ball and then switch out and Flamethrower? I don't know. We'll figure that out if we have to. I'm just going to go ahead and Sludge Bomb this Azumarill. This could also get really sketchy, because huge power is nasty. Okay, I was afraid it was going to, like, use Facade. I'm just used to Azumarill having Facade because of the Pokemon Emerald playthrough I'm doing that I talked to you guys about in a couple episodes ago, and all the Azumarill in the Battle Factory seem to know Facade, so it's just like, you know, flashbacks to that. And Aromatisse, which is obviously not much of a problem at all. One more Sludge Bomb and this guy's done. Fairy Tale Girl Evelyn reminds me of Evelyn, like love Evelyn. Anybody out there loving Evelyn? You have a Grandma Evelyn from Stardew Valley? No, but like, seriously, anybody loving Evelyn out there? I don't know any Evelyns, but yeah. Random talks with Corm. They're back, guys. Who missed them? Probably nobody, seeing as how the views have dropped. But no, the views have dropped because it's school's back. Totally not because I took a 2-week break. Well, 3-week break right before the big fight in the game. No, nobody lost interest, right? No, probably not. But some people were probably kind of peeved, especially since I had it all recorded. But like I said, without what happened, and then like if I did continue recording and then I had lost Apatera like that, then it just would have been miserable. Like, it was miserable happening when I'm back. I can't imagine having gone through even more. Terminus Cave hit me really hard, and, you know, having had a break from that, it definitely motivates me more to finish this playthrough out. But, with that being said, the hardest thing in the game is about to be Faultless, and arguably one of the hardest things in any Pokemon Wedlock challenge of all time. The rival bridge of Route 19 in the Kalos region is going to be next. I'm going to go heal up, and I'll see you guys when I'm ready for the bridge. Alright, everybody. I am all healed up. And no, I don't want to fight the Sky Trainer. Hey, Defung's not dying today. I mean, unless something really goes wrong on this bridge, because it could. This is one of the hardest gauntlets of fights, as I've said, in any Pokemon game. In a challenge like this. In a regular playthrough, it's a joke. But most things in a regular playthrough are a joke. In a Wedlock challenge, this is really difficult, especially in a no-healing one, because you have to fight Shauna, Tierno, and Trevor back to back to back with no chance to swap your team around. And on top of that, after Shauna, Tierno will not heal you for the fight with him, meaning I have to go into that without being able to heal. Also, let me give a Citrus Berry back to Merlonio. Not that they're fighting, but just in case it came down to it, I really need them to be fully healed. Well, I'll have their Citrus Berries. I went and healed, obviously. But I am going to be doing this with Drake and Orkin. So, I'm going to lay down a little strategy here. The reason I'm using these two is because they both are good against all of the Pokemon that these three trainers have, and they both don't share weaknesses with anything. I do know what they all lead with, so I can kind of go off of that. I know Trevor leads with a Raichu, which obviously Drake is going to be weak to, but Orkin can switch into that no problem, so I'm not too concerned. I know Shauna leads with a Delcatty, which has Play Rough, which Drake is weak to, but it also has Feint Attack with Orkin is weak to as well. I'm not concerned for a Delcatty. Like, straight up, let's just be real here. It's just not something that I'm concerned about. And I know Tierno leads with a Talonflame, which Orkin can't. I can't switch because that Acrobatic's going to do a lot of damage. Drake's my best lead because I can easily switch away from the Raichu, and Delcatty's not a problem. So I'm going to be leading with Drake here, and hopefully Drake and Orkin can carry this team to victory with these three fights. I've been dreading this for a long time, but I've also been looking forward to it, because as you guys know, I love intense battles. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have been looking forward to this part of the game since the very beginning of this channel. Well, challenge as well. So with that being said, Jeff Probst is going to walk on this bridge and find out what his fate will be. Enough talking. Let's get this show on the road.